Hello, hello! Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host, Sketch again. We are starting a new week with some Reverse 1999 as per schedule. We'll be jumping right into the collab event, because we did the intro to it last stream, so the chapter 0 and the intro cinematic. Don't know if we want to replay it right now. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe just the intro cinematic, just for people that missed it. And we'll be focusing on it in its entirety. I hope to finish it this week, because I want to get all the goodies from it. We've got 16 days for that, so not much. And I was holding off from touching anything in it, just to do it entirely on stream. So, why don't we jump into it? I hope that we won't be having any issues with connectivity as we did last week. Hopefully. Guess we'll see. If anything, if you notice any problems with connectivity on Twitch, I recommend going to my YouTube channel, because YouTube VODs are not affected by those connectivity status from my internet connection, seemingly. It doesn't fragment the VOD in any way, so that's nice. Okay, just making sure that everything works. Yeah, everything looks alright. Anyway, how do we restart the opening cinematic? There should be some way to do that, right? Right? Or maybe there isn't. Usually there was some way to do that. Or am I blind and just not seeing it? Maybe I'll figure it out later. Right, this is the prologue. We did that already. The only thing that happened in it was an introduction by X and Mesmer Jr. To a new device in Laplace's possession. Or rather in possession of the... what was that organization called? The Lorentz organization within Laplace. It was the one that possessed the new device that allows to simulate other realities or connect to other realities. It's not entirely clear yet. They claim that it's just simulations, but I have my reservations about that claim. Guess we'll see. Let's jump into the event proper, so to speak. A maglev train glides along at thin track, feeling almost as if it were weaving through the air. Within the carriage of the vortex, passengers converse among themselves in hushed tones.
In other words, this material would function something like a fire ant colony crossing a river, fluidly replacing worn-out and damaged sections.
This looks like a person from the other side, from the atomic heart side of the world.
Each component hardwired to preserve its collective superstructure, resistant even to the erosion of time itself.
Mesmer Jr. looks around in astonishment, out the window, at the mountains rushing past, and then at the two passengers sitting across from her.
That jacket you're wearing, is that also the machine's doing?
Yes. Sometimes the interferometer automatically modifies our clothes to help us blend in with the world we've entered.
Huh, okay, so I'm guessing that this is the device that's being used by, in every collab with other settings. I'm guessing that during the Assassin's Creed collab, this was also the case. Were there other collabs previously? I'm not aware of them. I know only of the Assassin's Creed one.
Though it looks like the machine decided that you and X already passed for normal here.
Honestly, that checks out. They just look like regular scientists. The neighboring passengers, having reached the end of the conversation, rise from their seats. Passing by with wine glasses in hand, they join another group of scientists, chatting at the end of the carriage.
We're currently at least 40 meters from the ground.
A conservative estimate, Comrade Polkov. I should say we are at least the height of a Vostok K rocket off the ground. And that's if we include Comrade Gagarin standing on the module.
What?
Cracking jokes as always, comrade.
Okay, a joke that flew over my head. A hovering robot whizzes over X's head with a glass of wine and stops next to a scientist. It dutifully places the glass down and then zips back.
I have to say, it's an unusual circumstance when being dressed as a Laplace researcher renders someone more inconspicuous.
Because you are an unique kind of weird. So that checks out. The retro futurism vibe passes for what counts as normal in this side of the machine. Beyond the windows of the train, countless hovering machines dot the skyline, hurrying to and fro along the preset routes. As the last few mountains blur past, the view outside opens up into a white plain.
Those fields look endless.
The wonders of fantasy communism. Waves of gold span across the fertile plain, stretching far away into the horizon.
It seems so peaceful.
On paper it does, but it has its own problems. Under the blazing sunlight, Mesmer Jr. spies a few black dots among the wheat.
Oh, they even appear to have farming robots.
Well, yes, they are using robots for basically anything, and that's part of the problem. There's a drone spraying some kind of liquid onto the field, followed closely by a door-frame-shaped machine tending to the crops.
I think there are some scientists down there as well. Could be some kind of agricultural experiment.
Probably. Honestly, in this setting, scientists assist basically with everything and anything. Let me check something quickly. Alright, never mind.
Pardon my interruption, comrades, but this is only a regular field.
The three of them turn with a start to see an unfamiliar man standing beside them. He doesn't seem to register the surprise as he continues nonchalantly.
Those people down there in white next to the robots, they're simply farmers.
Right. Because everyone is dressing in retro futuristic clothes in this setting. At least in this part of the world.
Well, I say farmers, but in truth, they are scientists too. Another marvel of Soviet ingenuity.
Agricultural engineers would be more apt description.
Our innovations in agricultural robotics have eliminated the more laborious and time-consuming aspects of farm work.
Right, they're basically just administrators for the robots.
Now these farmers can use their time researching new scientific advancements, which feeds back into further developments in food production. And it's not just agriculture. Every industry has seen the benefits of Soviet innovation. That is why they say our way of life here is the best in all the world.
Basically, in this setting, the Soviet Union became America in a sense. The leading innovator in engineering and sciences.
Thank you for the information. I don't suppose we've been introduced, have we?
My apologies. Call me Maxim. I'm a journalist.
And he has a camera drone next to him.
And the three of you must be Doctors Furton, X, and Mesmer Jr., am I correct?
Very much so. How do you know about us?
The news of a young yet highly accomplished trio of scientists attending this year's International Polymer Summit has caught everyone's attention.
Huh. Is this part of the machine's doing by inserting them into the setting?
It doesn't take a genius to see you three are the only ones on this train that fit the description. Saying all that, I'd be grateful if you would allow me an interview.
The young visitors exchange glances. Finally, X speaks.
Certainly. As it happens, we could really use someone who could introduce this place to us. We don't know much about where we're going or what's been happening here in the Soviet Union.
That much is clear. Where should I start? Oh, of course. Let's start with Collective. All the robots you see are controlled by the Collective Neural Network, which ensures their labor is never wasted.
Right, basically a central AI. That's a central element of the story for the Atomic Heart game.
Who would have thought that robots would become our closest companions? Honest, stable, graceful, calm. They give each and every comrade their undivided attention.
On paper, yes.
With these robots as our foundation, Soviet society began to progress at a relentless pace, maximizing production, removing oppression, increasing everyone's leisure time. A true utopia.
Yeah, this is basically what the communist propaganda envisioned in theory, but didn't have the means to actually bring into reality.
Everyone's so happy. Too happy. It seems almost as if we've forgotten the utter misery we went through not so long ago.
You mean?
The plague, yes. So many of us today choose to focus on our happiness and the bright future ahead. It's as though we've already forgotten about them.
I think he's speaking about the events of the Atomic Heart game. The machine rebellion, basically, that happened.
The ones who delivered us from those dark times. Those who experienced true misery yet strove to lift us into this new age. They aren't here to enjoy any of this. Is that fair?
Life isn't fair, my dude. The young visitors glance at each other, apologetic looks on their faces.
Forgive me. I'm dwelling on old wounds. You're at the age where you should be enjoying yourselves, not revisiting the tragedies of the past.
Maxim attempts to regain his composure as he shifts the topic.
Now, a question for you young scientists. Tell me, are robots as commonplace in your country as they are here?
I mean, it's kind of complicated for them, because robotics in a pure sense don't exist in Reverse 1999. The awakened arcanists do exist as machines, but they are not robots. They're effectively like haunted machines? Or something close to it?
That may be dependent on your definition of robot, but I've worked with an animated hunk of metal before.
And a talking ship in a bottle.
Is that so? Fascinating. And here I thought I'd been keeping up to date with the latest in foreign developments. Science develops by leaps and bounds every day, it seems. Oh well, I suppose it's a sign of progress.
Well, he took that one in stride. I guess he probably misinterpreted what they meant by that.
One of the robots I mentioned was once in charge of running our entire organization. She was obsessive about maintaining a full charge. We ended up placing charging stations for her all around our facilities. But I don't see anything like that here.
Does that mean you don't have access to Dr. Sechenov's polymer in your country? It was revolutionary here. People say it saved our entire way of life.
Right, it basically served as the classical unobtainium of sci-fi settings. The wonder material that does everything.
Polymer?
Simply put, it's a programmable liquid material.
Right. It acts like nanomachines, effectively, but isn't nanomachines?
It's the primary topic of the summit. I'm certain you'll come to fully understand everything about it once you arrive.
For the purpose of simplifying it, you can think of it as nanomachines.
And, of course, you'll get to see another of Dr. Sechenov's prized inventions, the twins.
I get the feeling you don't share their enthusiasm.
Oh, I did not mean to imply anything negative.
Of course you didn't.
I should learn to watch my tongue. I fear my lack of expertise may end up confusing you. We will soon arrive at the summit. I advise you to take the opportunity to experience our country's scientific achievements for yourselves.
It's interesting to hear that he has no Russian accent whatsoever. Usually Reverse is being very meticulous with using accents when they are appropriate.
But to answer your question, Dr. Sechenov's team developed a kind of functional hydrogen cell. Stable fusion reactors in a polymer casing. That is what allows the robots to function without constant recharging.
Right, basically the holy grail of energy production, called fusion.
That sounds like the perfect gift for someone we know.
Oh, so are they going to steal one for Lucy? That would be something.
Passengers, the train is now arriving at its final stop. Please collect your vehicle activation code from Rafik, and a turbine will transport you directly to the site of the International Polymer Summit.
Rafik?
That would be the robot bartender. Don't worry. Just follow me.
Please alight the train in an orderly fashion. We hope to see you again soon aboard the Vortex.
The maglev train comes to a steady stop. As the young visitors follow the crowd of scientists moving toward the exit, they spot someone struggling to stay upright in the queue.
Is that scientist's trunk?
In front of them, there's a scientist slumped against his friend. His eyes are unfocused and his words slur together.
Kids? Why are these kids here? How old are you?
How is this your business, sir?
No one told me we could bring our families to the summit. Or did we get on the wrong train and now we're headed to a young pioneers camp?
Comrade, I think these young people are scientists like us.
Scientists? Them?
At least we had the good sense not to drink ourselves silly before an important conference.
Well, she has him there.
Young people these days. Always in a rush. You should be at home enjoying the summer. Playing on the swings.
You're being impolite. Our companions are waiting outside. Come with me.
He cuts off the rest of the man's ramblings and stumbles towards the exit while supporting his drunken friend. X runs up to them with an apple in his hand. Huh?
Hold on. Why don't you have some fruit? He looks like he could use it.
Why fruit?
Thank you. I'm sorry for his behavior.
The scientist picks up his pace in dragging his colleague away from the embarrassing scene.
Alcohol can have medicinal benefits, in proper dosages.
Everything can have medical benefits in proper dosages, basically. Maxim furrows his brows, visible frustration on his face. He pats X on the shoulder.
Don't take any of that to heart, friends. Next stop, the exhibition hall. And welcome to Facility 3826. This way. That's Rafik, the one in charge of the activation codes.
As Maxim approaches, the robot's optic sensors begin blinking rapidly, mimicking a human's skeptical squint.
Requisition approved. Here's your vehicle activation code. Have a safe trip.
They didn't model him? Unfortunate. The robots in this setting look kind of wild. Maxim leaves them with a wave. Rafik turns to the young visitors and starts scanning them for identification. Do they have any?
Wait. Our identities.
Maybe the machine took care of that as well.
Nothing to perspire over. We won't need any scanning, Rafik. I've already got a key.
X waves his hand, dismissing the robot's scanning eyes. Then, in a flash, he produces a vehicle activation key from his pocket. Ah, that's convenient.
Where did you get that?
He probably stole one.
It always pays to be prepared and to keep your eyes sharp. This is the International Polymer Summit, after all.
Yoink.
I assume that means you took it from someone else?
Wait, when you gave them that fruit, did you?
Oh, that makes sense.
Shh. All I did was facilitate a hands-on experience in the importance of politeness.
An expensive lesson, that is.
Goodbye. Please have a safe trip.
So X became their team's
Please
rogue.
secure your seatbelt. We wish you a very pleasant journey.
Thick steel cables shoot out from the bumblebee and attach to the turbine, lifting the vehicle into the air.
If I'm not mistaken, our conference venue is on some kind of floating island. Fascinating. Come on, why don't we check out some of the local music?
Thank you for tuning in to the Polymer Exhibition Hall audio guide. You are
Don't quite remember the
This place
vibe
really
of
is
the OST in that
ancient.
game.
A world that champions science, rationality, and order. Wouldn't you agree, Mesmer? I think you might like it here after all. Think of it as a paid vacation.
I won't deny the appeal, but since I'm here with you two, I'd call this a business trip at best.
I propose we look at it as an academic exchange, the kind with complimentary refreshments, featuring the illustrious Dr. Verton, Dr. Mesmer Jr., and Dr. X.
I think I'm the only one that feels out of place here. Doctors?
Well, here's to a pleasant trip.
Well, this was basically a rehearsal of the intro cinematic. So there's that. Just from a slightly different perspective. Right. What is this? X's experiment record. A new adventure into chaos with controllable risks. Quantum superposition, simulated worlds, space-time bubbles. We need more data on the stage for further analysis. The Huygens Fresnel interferometer produces sufficient chaos particles to generate virtual yet observable spaces through consciousness fluctuations. So they claim that this is basically a simulation. Although the mechanism remains unclear, we have no intentions of investigating into it. That's weird, considering the Pandora's boxes we have opened before. Therefore, we have decided to focus on the data of the users' brains, the performers who will be going onto the stage. Fortunately, we have a friend who excels at monitoring brain activity. With her help, we are almost certain to obtain valuable data. We are aware that introducing a new variable to the system could result in even more chaos and complexities, but we predict that the outcome will be beneficial for our News broadcast: hunger and poverty still haunt the world today. Listen. A major agricultural achievement, these wheat seeds developed in the Vavilov complex have received widespread adoption. At this stage, increasing crop yield is but a rudimentary goal. Our nation's scientists are now working on improving crop adaptiveness to eliminate hunger on Earth and bring us one step closer to terraforming Mars. Note that a large number of Bumblebee drones will be delivering the new farm machinery and organic polymer to the croplands today. Please mind your safety when using aerial transportation. That's all for today's morning news. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. What does organic polymer even mean? It's an artificial creation, so how can it be organic? Well, there are artificial organic compounds, I suppose, but I'm not clear at details like that. I didn't play the original game long enough to know that. Alright, so next stage. Bright, limitless future.
We have arrived at your destination, the Polymer Exhibition Hall. Please be careful when exiting the vehicle.
One thing is concerning me and making me wonder, because if this polymer stuff and the technology based on it is purely technological, based on similar or identical physics principles, couldn't they just copy it over to the reverse side of the world, just by gleaming the technical fundamentals behind it? Same with the nuclear fusion. There's a thought. The turbine lands and the Bumblebee retracts its cables. Now settled on the ground, the young visitors undo their seatbelts and exit the car. Right, because the aerial transport of cars is a thing in this setting. They use drones to deliver cars to different places.
Wow, it's so crowded. Why is everyone gathered around the entrance?
Why wouldn't they be? A few robots in receptionist uniforms are bustling around, trying to keep the hordes of scientists in front of the exhibition hall in line.
Everyone, please wait patiently and enter the venue in an orderly fashion. Dr. Sechenov is about to arrive.
Right, as I was saying, the robots in this setting look kind of wild. The uncanny valley effect is flashbang worthy. Honestly, it's glaring and obvious. They look like dolls, basically. Not human at all. Well, the shape is human, but there's no human-like features on the faces and the like.
He's here! He's here!
Amid the hubbub, a black turbine lands outside the crowd. Several robots hurried forward to open the door.
Welcome, comrade.
And the voices are also unsettling.
It's him! That's Dr. Sechenov!
The crowds erupt as people rush forward, eager to shake hands with the savior of the Soviet Union. The sudden surge from behind makes it difficult to stay standing. Here are the twins.
Please be careful.
A pair of powerful metal arms catches the body and keeps it balanced. Shouldn't it be catches their bodies and keeps them balanced?
Thank you.
It is good that you were unharmed, comrade.
The personal assistants of the good doctor. Having resolved this minor incident, the two robots return to Dr. Sechenov's side, helping him navigate the crowd.
Please don't push everyone. We must all be patient. I ask that you be mindful of the safety of your comrades in the front row.
As Sechenov enters the venue, the scientists follow in after him, draining the entryway like water through a funnel.
That must be Sechenov. And I suppose those women were the twins.
A logical hypothesis. Oh, Vertin, we do have a slight problem.
Which is?
The communicator must have slipped out of my pocket during the commotion.
Oh?
By the time I found it again, well, it seems to have failed a few rapid percussive tests.
That's bad.
Which means we've lost our only way to contact Madame Lucy.
Ah. So you lost your lifeline. Great job.
Unfortunate, but we'll fix it later. We should follow the crowd into the exhibition hall for now.
Can you even fix it here? I mean, technically this whole place is more technologically advanced than your home reality. So, probably? X seems to be a general engineer wonder. As the visitors cross through the front doors, the entire gallery opens up before them. Streamlined, recessed strips highlight the various...
of polymer and its uses. The properties of polymer. The establishment of collective.
1 second, let me reread that. Streamlined, recessed strips highlight the various exhibits on display. In the distance, there's some kind of interactive installation illustrating the unique properties of polymer. The invention of polymer and its uses, properties of polymer, the establishment of collective.
Where should we start?
Good question.
Let's start with the closest one.
Hello, dear comrades. Welcome to the Polymer Exhibition Hall. I will be your guide. You may call me Terushkova. Please allow me to introduce you to the remarkable history of polymer. In 1936, in seeking a form of liquid data carrier, the brilliant Soviet scientist Dr. Sechenov, influenced by the qualities of heavy water and silicon, created a substance that became what we now know as polymer. Utilizing polymer's unique electrochemical properties, comrades Sechenov and Filamenenko invented the first Soviet polymer hydrogen cell in 1939, paving the way for tremendous advancements in the field of robotics.
That's what Maxim was telling us about, wasn't it? I'm sure Madame Lucy would love to get her hands on one.
Well, I bet.
However, in 1942, a terrible disaster struck the Soviet Union and the entire European continent, the plague. By the end of this unprecedented outbreak, over 150 million had perished.
Ah, so it's a separate event to the happenings in the game itself. Something predating it.
150 million? That would make it one of the deadliest outbreaks in human history.
Well, yeah.
Countless scientists and medical professionals selflessly gave their lives to combating this plague, sacrificing themselves to prevent further death.
I wonder if that's the tragedy that Maxim mentioned.
Well, presumably.
We will always remember their sacrifice, just as we honored Dr. Sechenov for once again coming to our rescue. It was his polymer that formed the basis of redemption, the vaccine that proved instrumental in stopping the transmission of the disease, saving the Soviet Union from ravages of the plague.
What about the rest of the world, though?
Of course, with so many having succumbed to the disease, the Soviet Union turned to further developments in robotics to meet labor demands.
That checks out.
Before long, new advanced models of robots made up a significant portion of our labor force, helping to deliver a new age of prosperity.
Is that what you've been aiming at with all of your critter experiments, X?
In order to fully optimize our robot's production power, Dr. Sechenov led a team of scientists to develop and launch Collective 1.0. This revolutionary system unified all of our robot assistants under a single vast neural network, ensuring maximum efficiency.
And ensuring that once they rebelled all at once.
Then, in 1950, Dr. Sechenov astounded the world with yet another development. A means of incorporating polymer into the human body, a process called polymer assimilative adaptation.
Right, because they were using it to basically give people superpowers.
It is with this assimilative power that we can now implant interface devices directly into the human body, allowing people to connect to Collective 1.0 and control robots using their minds. This technology holds the potential to establish a shared database of human minds, granting humanity unprecedented access to knowledge. And we are proud to announce that this potential will soon be realized with the coming launch of Collective 2.0.
If I recall correctly, this is basically the same time frame where the main game was happening.
Tapping into an entire neural network in an instant. It's a daring vision.
I would be cautious. There's no telling what that kind of process could do to the human brain.
In 1948, Comrade Sechenov led a team of scientists to successfully develop the Collective 1.0 system, which unified all robots' assistants under a single vast neural network. Right.
You have finished Exhibit A, but don't stop now, dear comrades. Please proceed to the lecture hall, where Dr. Sechenov will soon personally demonstrate the power of Collective 2.0.
The young visitors are swept up in a rising commotion of people moving into a nearby lecture hall. There at the center of the crowd is Dr. Sechenov standing above them at the podium. Many scientists are already seated, talking amongst themselves about the exhibits. The young visitors shuffle into the back row.
Huh? Is that Maxim?
As Mesmer Jr. turns to get a better look, she sees a stern man in a suit and tie enter the hall. When Dr. Sechenov spots the new arrival, he gives the man a pleasant yet confident welcome. Behind the two men, Maxim raises his camera and presses the shutter button. Snap, 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 the camera fires off a series of flashes.
I must thank you for coming, Comrade Molotov.
Molotov?
Today is an important day for the Soviet Union. I wouldn't miss it, Comrade Sechenov.
I mean, Molotov was a real historical figure in Soviet Union history from what I recall. Sechenov and Molotov shake hands to a flurry of flashing lights as journalists rush to capture the moment.
Molotov's here? It's hard to believe after all the bad blood between them.
The meeting between the two men causes an immediate ripple in the crowd. Sechenov returns to the podium to face the floating sea of whispers. He raises his hand towards the audience, and little by little the rippling settles.
Thank you. First off, I'm very honored to have so many preeminent experts from every scientific field in attendance today. Welcome, everyone. I am Dr. Dmitry Sergeyevich Sechenov. We all understand that there are times when a single discovery can turn the entire scientific world upside down. But every great discovery must be built upon the knowledge of countless predecessors that rests at its foundation, to say nothing of luck, before it can be published and preserved for all time. My achievements have never been solely my own. Only by standing on the shoulders of our forefathers have I gotten the chance to gaze upon the limitless horizons of science.
Huh. Let me check something. Right. Maybe I have to remind myself or refresh my memory a little bit, because I don't recall Sechenov being so modest and humble in his demeanor in the original game. Kind of thinking about the possibility of actually playing this game on stream eventually. The Atomic Heart. It's cheap as hell nowadays. You can buy it for like $10, so it will be no problem. I wonder if people will be interested in seeing the playthrough of it. Maybe I'll post a poll on our Discord server to ask around in whether or not people would like to see a playthrough of it eventually. It will fit the theme after we finish Cyberpunk 2077, kind of.
Standing here now, I must thank them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you.
The audience breaks into a roaring applause.
19 years ago, when my team and I invented polymer, I had already foreseen its boundless potential.
So this is what, like 1960s, 50s? Something close to 1960s, I think.
A perfect synergy of mathematics, logic, physics, chemistry, biology, and other foundational studies in equal part, constantly pushing the frontiers of humanity's scientific exploration. Bringing us to this historic day, where I have the honor of inviting every one of you to participate in this preview of Collective 2.0. Comrades, please follow me into the bright, limitless future.
The audience stirs as small metal platforms emerge from the seats as they reach the intended positions. Each platform opens to reveal a golden hemispherical device.
What's this?
Weren't those the implants?
Thought device.
Right, the interfaces. Mesmer Jr. picks up and examines the object.
A
Yes.
metallic outer shell with a silicon motherboard connected to swirling black tendril-like receptors.
From what I recall, the problem started when people started using those, and the collective got hacked, or rather sabotaged, and people effectively turned into zombies because of being connected to it. She turns it over.
There are suction cups on its base.
Mesmer Jr. looks around. Quite a few scientists have already attached these devices to their temples. The tendril-like receptors begin wriggling above their foreheads. She watches for the crowd's reaction before gently prodding the suction cups with her finger.
They've all put it on without any hesitation.
Well, initially they had no reason to doubt it.
No adverse reactions either. Looks like it doesn't hurt.
They continue watching the other scientists, only to realize that X already stuck his device to his temple. He would have. Honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
Hypothesis confirmed. Mounting the device does nothing to activate it alone.
The unresponsive thought device falls into his hand.
Counter hypothesis. It may only work on polymerized people.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's experimenting on himself. X injects himself with a syringe of clear liquid. Why would you do that?
It makes sense. If the plague was ended by mass polymerization, most of the attendees here would already have polymer in their system. But we don't.
You injected yourself with that redemption vaccine? Where did you even get that?
Probably stole it.
The exhibition hall's got samples of everything, and I've always had a knack for collecting odds and ends.
By which he means stealing stuff.
But why would you inject yourself?
Well, from the other options, it's a better one because he could be injecting others.
During our last experiment, I kept thinking that we were missing something, but now I finally figured it out. We don't belong in this world. Even if we change our appearances, at our core, we're still outsiders. But perhaps by injecting myself, I can truly become an influencing factor in this world. What sort of chain reaction will this set off? I'm excited to find out.
Well, it will have some effect. That depends on whether or not Collective 2.0 will get interfered with in this scenario as well. X opened his hand, revealing 2 more syringes of polymer.
Plus, if we don't inject ourselves, we risk exposing our identities.
Don't know about that, Vertin. I would hold off on that.
Of course, the choice is yours.
I should have expected this. Typical Arcanist behavior.
Well, whether you like it or not, Sweet Mesmer, you are an Arcanist as well.
Why don't I just hold on to these potentially dangerous substances for now? Please try to exercise a little more caution in the future, Dr. X.
As the vigilant researcher stores the remaining syringes in her coat pocket, her mischievous colleague shrugs.
What about you, Vertin?
I think we should be careful.
True.
All right. Think about all the fun you could be missing out on.
Oh yeah, fun abound. He raises the thought device to his head and it suctions itself onto his temple. The black tendrils begin wriggling in even waves above his forehead.
Oh, fascinating. It's like a whole new perspective. This demands thorough exploration.
Comrades, I encourage you all to try these thought devices and experience a preview of Collective 2.0's features.
Dr. Sechenov, please allow me a question. Collective 1.0 has already saved our citizens from a disaster. But now you're aggressively pushing, pardon my wording, for the launch of Collective 2.0.
Huh.
Do you intend to have the entire population wired to these thought devices? How can you ensure the devices are safe?
A fair question, honestly.
Are you not concerned about the potential dangers? What if this new collective fails in some way and threatens all our hard-won happiness? I only mean to say that so many people gave their lives to help us get this far. I wouldn't want to see their sacrifices rendered meaningless.
I do understand your fear, comrade. But please rest assured, we've conducted rigorous testing and verified that the thought device is completely safe.
He lied as easily as he breathes.
With that reassurance, I ask that once you've implanted your thought device, you please continue to the next gallery, where you'll be able to experience the wonders of mind-machine interface in a live demonstration. I thank you all again for your participation, and I look forward to exploring this new horizon with you all.
As he ends his speech, Molotov stands up to leave and Maxim chases after him. Sechenov busies himself in a round of handshakes and introductions as he steps down from the stage and makes his way past the audience. The twins follow close behind him.
Oh, I remember you. You weren't hurt, were you? Tereshkova wasn't able to properly handle the crowd. I've already arranged for staff to work on improving her logic.
I'm fine, Dr. Sechenov. Your twins helped me up. They seem somewhat different from other robots.
You have a sharp eye, dear girl. When I constructed the twins, I made use of some experimental techniques. Currently impossible to mass-produce, I'm afraid.
I don't quite remember what was different about them. The robot assistants stand waiting for Dr. Sechenov's command, the sleek, powerful frame silent yet passively imposing.
The epitome of both science and art. A perfect fusion of power and beauty. I think of them as my greatest creation.
That's a tall claim considering his inventions.
They do have a rather reassuring presence.
Sechenov smiles with a nod before changing the topic back to the visitors.
I heard there'd be 3 young scientists joining us today. To be so accomplished at such a young age is something worthy of respect. If you run into any trouble today, please don't hesitate to tell me. I'll do whatever I can to assist you.
Yeah, I don't remember Sechenov being so pleasant to interact with.
Oh, as it happens, I think we actually could use some help.
X pulls out the broken communicator.
Do you have any idea where we could get this device fixed?
To be continued. Okay. So it's a cliffhanger of sorts. Who proposed this? Who can prove its feasibility? Who will be responsible for the consequences? Read meeting minutes. Second. Okay, so, as the representative of the Politburo, I have serious concerns about the safety of Comrade Sechenov's proposal. Not all innovations are beneficial to our country and institution. We have learned from history that technologies, especially the most advanced technologies, can cause enormous disasters if left unsupervised. Do we fully understand the technologies involved in this proposal? Is there a regulatory body to provide proper oversight? Is Comrade Sechenov able to take responsibility for the possible consequences? Until these questions can be answered, this proposal should remain in the laboratory. I believe what we currently have is enough to serve our country and society. Igor Timotievich Molotov. Right. Oddly enough, I know roughly how to read that. It reads as Timotievich, effectively. Despite the different lettering, it reads out similar to the Polish version of Cimochewicz. I think that's the Polonization of that pronunciation, from what I recall. It sounds a little bit different in original Russian. Okay, another note. International Polymer Summit. We stand ready to bring these technologies to the world for the betterment of humankind. Read the brochure. International Polymer Summit. Dear friends, researchers and comrades who care for the well-being of humanity, welcome to the International Polymer Summit. We sincerely invite you to visit our complexes. Excuse me, hiccups. The Soviet Union's most advanced scientific facilities. You will discover the most cutting-edge technologies of our era and witness how they are integrated into everyday production and life to truly benefit every learner and worker. That's a weird way to say scientist. Learner? I've never encountered before a wording like that. From genetic engineering in agriculture to robotic automation in industry. From the transmission of knowledge and experience to breakthrough in and computation. The great foundation behind all these achievements is the central focus of this summit, Polymer. We are delighted to share and promote these technologies for the benefit of humanity across the world. Visitors are kindly requested to collect a vehicle activation key from the nearest traffic and travel by turbine to the summit venue. We look forward to your arrival. Okay, so basically this reads out like a brochure. Next part. Hair. Oh, are we meeting the vending machine? Okay. I know this creature from the game. It will be a delight to interact with, I bet.
Access granted.
The airtight door opens with a hiss, revealing Tereshkova and the young visitors.
Welcome, comrades. This is the assembly room Dr. Sechenov recommended.
The room is blindingly white with a capsule-shaped window. A large refrigerator-like machine sits in the corner. Honestly, the interior style is very similar to what Laplace has back home in reverse. Mesmer Jr. approaches the window, gazing outward. Beyond the glass is an enormous production facility. Mechanical arms attach components to metal frames in a long assembly line, building new robots piece by piece.
Are you interested in learning more about the production process, comrade?
I suppose so. Their friendly guide launches into a lengthy explanation without waiting for a response. Oh, okay.
What you see here is the production line for the VOVA6 lab tech, often dubbed VOVA. Commonly used in laboratories, our VOVA6s assist scientists with conducting tests and critical experiments. The VOVA model's humanoid limbs feature over 100 sensors. Outside of lab work, they are also capable of providing other services, such as playing musical instruments, cooking meals, providing massages, and more.
Right, those were the basic enemies in the game, I think.
Some people even treat their VOVA as a personal companion. In fact, our artificial intelligence models mean they are entirely capable of serving as your very own robotic friends.
Right, not parasocial at all. As if overjoyed at the prospect, Tereshkova raises her arms and twirls in a mechanically perfect circle.
Hold on. What's that sound? And we're here to find a repair vendor. Where is it?
Oh, some kind of performance art, perhaps?
The robot moves over to the machine in the corner, looking it over almost as if it were curious.
Why was she moved over here? Comrades, this is your repair vendor.
Right. X curiously approaches the red rectangular machine and taps its black touch screen.
Access granted.
Oh?
This machine is a multifunctional repair device, suitable for indoor use by our staff. Other than basic repair functions, she is also able to repurpose raw materials into whatever tools you may require.
Right, and question mark, was responsible for your upgrades and purchases in game.
Amazing. Well, let's give it a whirl.
X offers the broken communicator to the repair vendor. After her receptors detect the device, she opens her doors and swallows it whole.
Unidentified object detected. Initializing analysis.
Right, will it be even able to repair something that is entirely foreign to it? The repair vendor begins rattling and shaking, her doors swinging erratically on their hinges.
This is an abnormal reaction. How strange. My database has no record of any comparable circumstance.
You know, I really shouldn't be accepting unknown inputs from strangers.
You don't say.
A stranger is just a friend you haven't tasted yet.
And there she goes, being weird again. The repair vendor's door burst open and several metal tendrils erupt from her interior.
X, watch out!
Oh, it's a fight! Okay, duly noted. So we are fighting Nora. Let's, just to make it funny, use the new team with the twins. I've assembled something that kind of works. At least it seems to work. The team consisting of my leftover characters, but it works very well. Never thought I'd seen an awakened creature of all things. Come on, dude, you've seen awakened radios. This is hardly even remotely weird. Perhaps she will be the second variable in our experiment. Variable? I suppose you must be referring to my heart. What can I say? I am passionate. Well, I think you've already demonstrated that conclusively. Since when do overgrown fridges have hearts in the first place? Oh, don't be so grim, Soulface. You're young. You should be having fun, living wild like me. Okay. So, what can we do? Don't have any energy cards on hand, so let's just focus on
Just another shift.
regular incantations.
What I'm good at. I can hear
Kind of understand now how the twins work.
Just another shift.
Whether or not you are using this set of cards or this set. This one is centered about them being passive, so they attack on their own every turn, and this is more active one that buffs their damage and lets them attack like 6 times a turn. So when you don't have energy cards, you just use this, and it works. Okay, what else? What else?
Let me handle the pain. Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère. Laundry time.
So brutal.
Oh, this delay.
Well, we are slightly overpowered for this. No surprise. Eliminate all further physical violence at once, Nora. Twins? But haven't you two cold-hearted rustbuckets heard of a thing called privacy? You weren't invited.
This combat will be recorded for statistical analysis and optimization.
Okay.
Detecting abnormal combative behavior from Nora. Requesting control. Rebooting Nora systems. Reboot complete.
Didn't they have names? Just left and right? The refrigerator doors swings open with each cuff. Metallic tendrils wrap around the repair device and fling it onto the floor.
What was that? That was the worst thing I've ever tasted!
Oh, so it interfered with her functions?
Metallic and yet almost woolly and wrong! Just plain wrong! Come on, give me something to really savor.
The repair vendor's doors open a little, and her metal tendrils tentatively slither out of the gap.
I don't suppose there's a way to make her sound a little less. Well, just a little less that.
Oh, that and she's all that.
The repair vendor's speech algorithms are not within our direct control.
Perhaps we can manage on our own. I've seen an arcane skill that can modify a person's speech based on the caster's wishes.
Right, arcane arts are not a thing in this setting. I wonder how they are going to react to presentations.
But I'm not familiar with how to cast it. Try contacting Madame Lucy. She may know the incantation.
Good idea. It'll also give us the chance to check the repair vendor's handiwork.
X retrieves the communicator flung aside by the repair vendor and enters Lucy's number. The communicator emits the sound of irregular static. Just as everyone is about to lose hope, a reassuring voice comes through.
Researcher X, hello.
They really should have brought Lucy over.
Ah, fantastic.
So at the very least, she did repair it.
I see. I will process your request. There is indeed an arcane skill in my database that may be of assistance. It is known as Manner Mender.
So what, is this a personality modification? That sounds highly illegal.
I have sent the specifics of the incantation to your communicator.
Also highly immoral.
Thank you very much, Madame Lucy.
You are most welcome.
The communication ends. Following the instructions on the device, X begins casting the arcane skill.
Manner Mender.
There's a flash of light. Nora's screen turns gold briefly before fading back to black. To its usual black.
Fiddlesticks! What did you do to me? My mind... It's time for class, kids! What's happening?
I think you broke it.
Think of it as installing a language patch.
How rude! You're not welcome here anymore! This repair vendor is closed!
Nora retracts her tendrils and slams her doors closed with a bang.
We will need to investigate the cause of your abnormal behavior, Nora. Please cooperate.
The refrigerator doesn't respond. Even her internal mechanisms have stopped moving. The twins turn to each other.
Prepare to initiate forceful investigation procedures.
Wait.
Percussive maintenance engage. The tall robots turn to X simultaneously.
How about I try something with Nora? I can directly connect to her using this thought device. It's the perfect chance to try out the features of Collective 2.0.
I'm not entirely sure if this is a good idea.
Dr. X, things are already complicated enough as is. Let's leave this to the professionals.
Don't overly activate your disquietude. You still remember the topic of my research here, don't you? I can't pass up this opportunity.
If that is what you request.
The robot's approval leaves little room for Mesmer to argue. X nods in satisfaction and touches the device on his temple. Quivering black tendrils reach out and connect to Nora's control panel.
Wow. Looking through Nora's primary functions, there's been some scintillating things uploaded to her database.
Such as what exactly?
Let's set the complicated data aside for now and try using a mental command.
Nora's screen cycles through her various settings as X navigates her menu with his mind.
Everything looks normal so far. It seems like the restart successfully cleared the errors in her code. No, hold on. There's an abnormal entry in the access log.
Hey! What are you doing, you cad? This is no way to treat a lady!
X yelps in pain and rubs his temple with his palm.
Nora forcefully ejected me. Felt like getting slapped across the face.
Well, it effectively was just that.
I told you already. This repair vendor is closed.
She has some very colorful responses. Is that her default setting? Can she really refuse an inspection like that?
All robots in this facility are linked to the collective neural network and are not permitted to disobey human commands.
Well, she does exactly that.
Considering her prior combative behavior, she is evidently malfunctioning as well.
What? Have you got a problem with a woman who speaks her mind?
I just think that from a pure safety standpoint, and considering our current situation, this feels like a mistake.
Doesn't a lady have a right to her own feelings? Ugh. What about you two? You must have some thoughts on this.
Right, because Nora effectively became sentient in the game. I think she was one of the few machines that were truly sentient.
We do not have an answer for you at this time.
How disappointing! I bet you've never even bothered to feel an emotion.
Comrade Sechenov did install emotional expression modules into our platforms.
What a waste to put them in, you frigid ice queens.
Ignoring Nora's insults, the twins step forward.
Regardless, please report the details of this abnormal request in your access log, Nora.
Nora slams her doors shut, seeming almost like a child throwing a tantrum.
I have no idea who made that request. All I know is that ever since that entry appeared in my log, I've had no patience for anyone toying with my emotions. Now, stop pestering me with questions. I've already told you everything I know.
Situation documentation successful. Comrade doctors, we deeply apologize for your exposure to this incident. Dr. Sechenov has expressed his concerns about your safety. Please follow us. We will escort you to him.
What's next on the schedule? Will we get to interact with even more robots?
Comrade Sechenov will arrange an itinerary for you.
As the young visitors are about to leave the assembly room, they are interrupted by blaring klaxon. An alarm seems to have been set off. Oh. Okay. That seems like the start of the Atomic Heart game. Crimson warning lights bathe the entire assembly room in red.
What's happening?
The twins step back in unison, their bodies tense.
Warning. Control over the exhibition hall has been lost. The All-Soviet Exhibition Center has activated its emergency drill procedures.
Has the security here been hacked?
All robots within the exhibition hall have had their connections severed. The cause is unknown.
The twins go silent for a moment, as if listening to an order.
Understood, Doctor. We will proceed to the exhibition hall, continue broadcasting our coordinates, and await the arrival of reinforcements. Please wait here, comrades. A turbine will arrive in 1 minute and 43 seconds to transport you to Chelome. We must return to the exhibition hall.
I'm guessing that they're going to decline and investigate. With that, left and right pull the security door open and usher the young visitors inside.
Please remain inside the assembly room.
Wright finishes speaking and the two robots gracefully depart. The door slams closed with a metallic bang. And the valve spins shut. The visitors are left in the silence of the assembly room.
What do you think, Vertin?
If something is happening in the exhibition hall, I don't think we can afford to wait around here until trouble inevitably finds us. We should head out and assess the situation.
I concur entirely. What do you think, Mesmer?
Why would I expect either of you to follow orders? I've done your psyche vals.
Well, you should know better, that's true. They are the type of people who run towards chaos. But society needs people like that. Okay, another note. Lebediev's notes, she will be an innocent, lovely girl. Read. Lebediev's notes, the auto weapons factory, aka the repair vendor, is complete. To increase its functions, I have added a variety of algorithms to its thinking module, making it a genuine artificial intelligence. I'm sure the entire Medvedev complex will be proud of this achievement because of it. Because it, or should I say she, has developed her own emotions. We have not figured out whether this is a simply imitation, but all the scientists in the lab are excited about it. Perhaps we should give her a feminine name. A lovely one with an innocent feel. Yes, Nora. That's a good name. So, Nora was effectively a prototype, it seems. Okay, another stage. Part 4, only in modern times. After listening for any movement outside, the young visitors slip out of the assembly room.
Hello, dear comrades. Welcome to the Polymer Exhibition Hall. I will be your guide. You may call me Tereshkova.
Flashing red light, a hallway devoid of life, yet the disembodied screams echo from far down the corridor, staggered with the ever-enthusiastic voice of Tereshkova.
Where have all those mustachioed lab robots gone? I thought they were supposed to help the researchers.
I think this is the start of the collective hack event.
Who knows? Maybe the twins already calmed the situation down.
Just what is this situation, exactly?
Good question.
Please help me.
Wait, I hear someone.
Making a quick glance around for danger, Mesmer Jr. hunches over and hurries towards the source of the sound. He spots a group of Bovas occupying the hallway in the distance, now awash in a red light. The once pristine exhibition hall is in complete ruin around them. Worse still, corpses are strewn over the displays and scenery. A scientist huddles in a corner, bashing his head against the wall. Right. This is the collective hack, I think. The cries for help are coming from another man lying face down in a pool of blood.
Please help me.
Her mouth forms into a wordless gasp as she takes in a gruesome scene.
This is awful. We have to find out what's going on.
Just be careful.
I'll try my best. I think I can make it to him if I stay close to the wall.
Crouches low and makes her way towards the bleeding man. Metal Gear Mesmer, silent assassin.
Please help me.
You'll be alright. Stay calm. You'll lose blood if you struggle too much. Let me check your wounds.
As Mesmer Jr. turns the man's body over, she freezes in place.
What's wrong?
Impossible. This violates every law of nature. He's already...
Watch out, robots.
The Vovas in the hall suddenly snap their heads in Mesmer Jr.'s direction. The numberless empty eyes fix on her. She's fallen for the bait and now the trap is sprung.
Mesmer, get back here, quickly!
Before she has a chance to get to her feet, the robots surround her on every side. A silver blur rams into the swarm with a deafening crash, flinging them into the opposite wall with incredible force. Mesmer Jr. watches as familiar slender figure emerges from the gap torn through the barricade of robots.
Please, stand back.
Okay, help has arrived. Right, so we are fighting the regular robots. Alrighty.
It's an honor to meet you.
Easy enough.
It is here. It's what I'm good at. I can hear it.
This should do it.
Just another shift. Let
Right.
me handle the pain.
That's good enough.
Please, stop this violence.
Well, the twins didn't even have time to act. Oh, they skipped their turn because there were no enemies. Unfortunate. It's the unfortunate reality of how this mechanic works. The conduit. It's kind of like impromptu in that sense.
What I'm good at.
Activating auto column.
Let's do something like this, maybe?
Restraint is part of the training. Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine. These sheets are my wings. Up and at it. A sacred charge.
Okay, twins break his knees.
Polymer release function engaged.
That's a groovy amount of damage. 100,000 from a single cast.
Has fallen.
On regular
Thank you,
enemies, they
Left.
kick ass. Thank you, Left.
You were advised to wait in the safety of the assembly room.
We aren't really the sort of people to wait around in an emergency. But apologies can wait. There's more pressing issues to deal with. X, are you coming with me? We need to get to Mesmer Jr. and figure out what happened with that man she found.
Mesmer Jr. sits next to the blood-soaked man, frozen stiff and utterly bewildered.
Mesmer, are you all right?
I'm fine. But this is tremendously unnerving.
How so? Ah, right, because the guy is already dead, effectively. She directs her eyes towards the dead man beside her. His head is bent at an unnatural angle. Black tendrils right above the man's forehead, unlike the corpse they are attached to. The wiggling receptors appear to be full of life.
Help me, young lady.
Huh. I don't remember the interactions with corpses.
What's going on?
I'm still alive.
No, that's not possible. I'm sorry, but you're clearly dead. It's just that your device is still transmitting your voice.
Then that wasn't just some awful hallucination. That's really my body, and I'm a goner.
Delaplace's therapist takes a deep breath, trying her best to calm herself.
But how are you still able to communicate with us?
Is the collective maintaining his consciousness?
You're surprised.
I suppose I would be too. But the science is clear to me, at least now. It's fitting that my corpse can serve as a new teaching exhibit for the Hall. If I am truly dead, then what is speaking to you is only the polymer still active in my body. The thought device must be serving as a communicator of sorts. The polymer must have absorbed some of my neurochemical signals and brain function, forming an imprint of my mind. That's how it can answer you.
Can you tell us what happened here?
People started to act strangely, like they were losing their minds.
And then the robots turned on us. They were killing people.
My colleagues and I ran for safety.
I remember some of them got away.
You're saying there are survivors?
Many. I regret. So close to launching Collective 2.0. Now I'll never...
The device's voice fades. The black tendrils muster a few final twitches before falling limp.
We didn't even ask for his name.
Well, you had more pressing matters to ask about. Upon seeing this, Left approaches from where she was standing guard. She gently bends and closes the man's eyes.
He was dead before you even got there. It wasn't really him, just an echo of his brainwaves.
What are those sound effects in the background? Ix is dragging what looks like a massive wriggling cocoon behind him.
I don't understand. Even tied up, this scientist still seems to be trying to ram his head into the wall.
Huh.
Do we have any idea what's going on? Why did you come back?
Left turns to face him.
The situation in the exhibition hall remains out of control. However, I received a notification that the security door had been opened. I had to ascertain whether you were in danger.
Left looks at the security door, opened without permission, and turns back to the visitors.
I was the one that pushed for us to leave. I thought perhaps we could help in some way, but I didn't anticipate any of this. Thank you, Left.
That seems like a lie, Vertin. You expected some kind of trouble.
On that topic of whatever's going on here, could it have something to do with the collective?
There's a long pause. No one present seems equipped to offer an answer. It's interesting that Ix is unaffected at all, despite being connected as well.
Wright is proceeding to the source of the incident. My mission now is to ensure the safety of all of our guests.
Left gracefully picks up the deceased scientist.
Your theory is interesting, comrade, but further investigation will have to wait for now. Please follow me, comrades. I will escort you somewhere safe.
Another part done. Honestly, I enjoy the length of every part for this. They are short but concise and interesting to watch. They are not too long and not too short. A good pacing, honestly. Okay, so part 5. The different definition of hero. The trio follows left into the exhibition hall, mains gallery. It's a horror show of destruction and violence. Broken robots lie among piles of collapsed rubble. A few surviving scientists have holed up in a far corner. Wright is arranging a few round white objects on the floor.
What's that on the ground?
A defensive perimeter of pulse mines. These will temporarily stun robots, but are harmless to humans.
Well, that's useful. Left delicately lowers the scientist's corpse down on the right side of the gallery, where a few other corpses have already been set down, covered in hastily torn white cloth. Left and right then glance at each other and nod.
You shouldn't be here.
We found a survivor.
Following the young visitor's gestures, Wright spots the writing cocoon of the still struggling scientist.
Understood.
Wright approaches and brings him over to the other survivors. Meanwhile, Left approaches a nearby control terminal.
Attempting to reassert admin privileges over exhibition hall controls. Attempt 16. Failure. Please do not panic, comrades. Help will arrive shortly.
Presumably.
A special operations agent will take responsibility over evacuating you safely.
I wonder who it will be.
The malfunctioning robots may resume their assault at any time. Please stay behind the defensive perimeter.
Is that another haywire robot?
The twins unite and float into the air.
No hostiles detected.
The sound's getting closer. Get ready to fight.
Crispy critters. I should just blow this entire door to bits.
Who's that? Oh, is it the boy? The explosion sends smoke and dust flying in all the directions. The young visitors fan their hands in front of them, trying to get a clear view. I think this is the main character. Yes, this is the MC of the game. So we are meeting him, but we don't get him as a character. Unfortunate. He was a cool dude. And he has the same music theme as Jay had in his event. Honestly, the personalities are kind of similar-ish.
I heard... Don't tell me some kind of critter caused this.
I think this was just a manner of speech.
Out of my way!
The figure in the smoke kicks something metallic. After the blast settles, the exhibition hall is filled with the sound of metal skidding across the floor.
What good is a lock like that, Charles? Was it just to keep idiots out?
A tall, broad man toting a gun emerges from the billowing smoke.
Who is this?
The man of the hour. He is the main character.
He doesn't appear to be a robot anyways. And I don't think he's gone mad like that scientist.
Are you certain of that? It looks like he's arguing with his glove.
Right, because his glove was basically a form of AI, if I remember correctly. It was a middle ground in between being connected to the collective and not. Something like that.
Don't be so testy, Major. As long as I'm here, those locks won't be any trouble for you.
It was effectively his assistant.
They wouldn't be able to stop me, even without you.
I don't deny that. But I could have contacted the twins and asked them to open the door instead.
But where's the fun in that?
Why didn't you tell me that before I blew it up?
I didn't want to interrupt your fun.
What a good friend. The twins exit their alert state and slowly descend from the air.
What happened? And what the hell are these kids doing here?
The man looks over the three of them as he passes, then he walks over to the twins, brushes some debris of his shoulder and pounds his chest.
Codename P3.
And his trusty companion, Charles. We were informed about an incident at the Polymer Exhibition Hall. Our orders are to bring a swift end to this situation and limit any scandal that might hamper the launch of Collective 2.0.
Right.
In other words, Dr. Sechenov sent us to assist you. Now we just need to find out who did this.
So is this happening after the happenings in the game or before?
Understood.
I would guess after, considering that he knows of the twins already.
Dr. Sechenov has confirmed that this was a targeted attack on the Collective 2.0 launch.
Huh, that's obvious. Anybody able to hack into the exhibition's controls has got to have some serious backing. Lots of people resent the boss, think he's in the way of their own ambitions.
Like Molotov, or any of the various enemies of the Soviet Union.
Molotov? That's the man who shook hands with Dr. Sechenov in the lecture hall.
Hold on. You mean he actually showed up? Where's he now?
I mean, he left, didn't he?
Comrade Molotov left in a car shortly after Dr. Sechenov's speech concluded.
He could have sabotaged something on site.
He sure made a quick exit. All right. Thanks for the report, ladies. You can stand down. I'll take care of things from here.
We have not received orders to conclude our mission. These survivors still require protection.
I've got that covered too. Charles, give me the data on our survivors. Start with those kids.
I don't think he is going to have any data on them, is it? P3 opens his palm towards the young visitors. The tendrils in his glove swirl and snap. The movements seem almost like they are snatching information from thin air.
Ah, this may cause a predicament.
X covers the name tag on his chest, trying to hide his identity from the machine's gaze.
Gentlemen, we are scientists from abroad who were invited to participate in the summit. Your database might not have information on us. I think it'd be better to introduce ourselves directly. My name is Vertin. This is Mesmer Jr., and that's X.
The glove's tendrils seem to slow, almost as if they were thinking.
She's right, Major. I have no data on them. Though I can tell that those two haven't been polymerized.
Not polymerized. Crispy critters. Hardly see that these days.
Perhaps it's better to focus our efforts on searching for and rescuing other survivors.
I also noticed that their names don't appear in any available immigration records, and that they were only added to the guest list for the summit earlier today.
Right, we are suspicious as hell, that's true.
You mean they snuck in?
It would appear so.
P3 lifts his gun to his shoulder, looking over the trio with suspicion.
Major,
So we've got potential spies at the site of a complete disaster.
That's fair.
Teenage spies. What do they stoop to next?
It's not like that, Major. Please, allow me to explain.
Where should I send them, Charles?
That's complicated. Perhaps the Juvenile Justice Committee, or a counterintelligence agency.
Any ideas, Axe?
The signal here isn't great. Maybe your glove should check again?
That isn't funny.
We should run.
Yep, exit stage left, as they say.
Concurred.
Dynamic exit. The three of them make a break for it. P3 immediately gives chase, only to stop with an annoyed realization.
God, can't get any info if they're dead. Hey, twins! Help me catch them. Alive. We'll each take one. Got it?
Understood.
Well, that's kind of bad. The twins fly after the young visitors. Left quickly catches up to Mesmer Jr. and reaches for her arm.
Take this.
X turns around with his hand raised like he's about to throw something. He opens his hand to reveal a teleport disc, flashing a devilish green at the twins before activating it.
Made you look.
Right, they do have arcane powers still in this world. As soon as the word leaves his lips, a blinding light envelops the trio. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, the light vanishes, taking the three visitors along with it.
Was that magic?
I mean, to you, yes. Effectively. Okie doke, we can do one more, I think. Grab the rewards. Home of Forgotten Memories, Part 6. But where did they teleport though? A flash of light materializes in empty space, sending three figures tumbling into a vast golden plain. You good there, Verton?
We should be safe out here.
Mesmer Jr. glances back. There's no one behind them.
Was that an earthquake?
No. There's something big coming from the exhibition hall.
A massive robot with long wiry arms and a spherical head appears. It pauses in place and begins surveying the surroundings. Its head rotates in a full circle as it completes a thorough scan.
What is that?
Is this a part of the Atomic Heart OST or this is an original piece for Reverse? The massive robot seems to lock onto them from afar and starts bounding towards them at incredible speed.
Looks like things are about to get even more dangerous.
Yep.
But hey, good news. There's a building over there.
X points to the distance where an old apartment building juts out from the golden fields.
Let's take shelter there.
They crouch down in tall wheat and scurry towards the building.
Quick, get down.
The apartment appears to be abandoned. The black gate is weathered and torn, and the surrounding wall is overgrown with vines. The three hurry over to the doorway as the giant robot's footsteps grow louder and louder. They slip inside the building. They press their ears against the door to listen to the sounds outside. The inside of this building looks kind of like a place from the modern Resident Evil games. Like from the Resident Evil Village. Well, Romania is stylistically similar to the Russian rural places. Boom. Okay. Another one of these. The sounds beyond the door fade. The giant robot seems to have passed them, but the three of them are still holding stiff, barely breathing.
I think it's gone. For now.
The tension finally eases. The three slump to the ground, leaning against the door.
Isn't sending such a supersized robot after us a little extreme?
Well, not really. X waves his hands and starts looking around the hiding place.
Neat interior. Smells lived in. And traces of mold removal on the walls.
Gaining a bit of resolve, they begin to explore the empty building.
But where are the residents?
This place feels strange. It's almost like...
X opens a red refrigerator. Thankfully, there are no metal tenders inside, only packaged food, unopened tins of cookies, bags of sugar, unused butter.
No sign of any robotic technology in here. And all the food is untouched. It's like this house has been isolated from the outside world for years. And yet...
I have no insights into this place. I don't think I've reached it in the game. The young visitors looks around, taking stock of the items strewn about the house.
A plow, 3 oil pastels, and an assortment of strange alarm clocks. A few syringes, and a bottle of men's cologne? These things don't look like they belong to a family, but rather a dozen people or so, with their lives all mixed together.
There's some personal effects in here. Letters, family photos, and...
I've started recording. Come on, Mama.
What's that sound?
It's coming from this pocket watch device. That journalist we met, Maxim, he had something like this too.
Don't worry. I'm recovering well here. All of us comrades in the ward do what we can to help each other, so we can overcome any difficulties.
It's a recording device then.
Don't forget about me, Mama. I really miss you, Papa. It's already been a month.
I remember, little squirrel. The next time you visit, remember to bring that doll with you. The one with the pretty floral dress on the balcony.
The pocket watch falls silent.
Were they the owners of this apartment? Where did they go?
Not a clue.
There's all sorts of things on the balcony, but the doll isn't here.
From behind them, they hear the sound of a gun being cocked. X is about to turn when a shout stops him in his tracks.
Don't move. Put your hands up first, then turn around slowly.
That's a warm welcome. Ah! Okay, I've met this character in Atomic Heart. I think. They carefully raise their arms and turn to face the person behind them. A tense old woman is brandishing a shotgun.
Please, don't shoot, ma'am. We just...
Call me Tamra. Foreign kids. A rare sight. The last time I saw misbehaving kids was before the plague. It's a shame so many lives were cut short. What'd you do to anger a Beliash like that? Steal its H-beams?
The old woman examines the three of them closely.
Oh, I see. You're those unknown variables Xena was talking about.
Huh?
All right, tell me what happened. Don't they tell you to obey your elders where you're from?
The young intruders look at each other in stunned silence. Finally, X steps forward.
Allow me to explain, Madam Tamara.
What kind of bullshit are they going to sell the old woman?
And that's what happened, ma'am. I swear, everything we've said is the truth.
I see. Just another group of foolish kids caught up in a conflict they shouldn't have been a part of. If I take you at your word, that is. But branding 3 kids terrorists and sending out a balayage to stop them? The people in this country have gone mad. You have my sympathy anyway. But I have more important things to do than babysit. Considering your situation, how about you hide here a little longer? When I'm done with my work, I can send someone to help you out with the orb head outside. But all this is a memorial for the good folks we lost to the plague, so don't touch anything.
The 3 exchange glances.
Or you can always leave. God knows I won't stop you.
That's harsh.
We'll accept your offer, ma'am.
X cuts in before Mesmer Jr. can finish her sentence. He shoots her a sidelong glance, as if pleading for her to follow his lead. Mesmer follows his gaze to the shotgun in Madame Tamara's hands.
Not like we can confront the Balayage with just the 3 of us. Might as well stay put for now, right?
It does make sense. We'll stay and help you, Madame Tamara.
Then you're smarter than I took you for. Relax, I won't hurt you. Come, look.
An alarm clock starts ringing. Tamara turns to the assorted collection of clocks in the room and quickly singles out the source. She approaches the old clock and shuts it off with a sigh.
I think of this place as a memorial, although it doesn't commemorate any heroes, just everyday people. Like the one who owned all these clocks. They belonged to Olga Sokolova, a 23-year-old nurse. A very jumpy, anxious girl, but honest. Taking care of her possessions takes a lot of effort.
Another alarm clock starts ringing from somewhere in the room.
Patient number 28 needs their medication.
Ah, so that's why she had so many alarm clocks. She was using them to notify herself about her patients. Tamara's hand waves through the forest of alarm clocks on the windowsill with ease and shuts off the rattling timer. Could you disable the timers?
Why did she need so many clocks?
Olga was terrified of forgetting all sorts of things. She'd set her alarms to remind her to administer medication, shots, you get the idea. But it wasn't enough. In the end, she went to the hospital too, leaving me with this mess.
This one looks the oldest.
X picks up a children's alarm clock made of old yellowed plastic.
You're right, that was the first. It'll ring in just a moment. It's why I came here today.
Everyone quiets down, waiting for the little alarm to ring.
Happy 20th birthday, Sasha. You can turn it off now. Her daughter isn't around to hear it. The plague took her, just like so many others. 20 years old.
Tamara picks up a broom leaning against the corner of the room.
Kids, come give me a hand.
The young visitors follow Tamara to another corner of the room, one that seems entirely different in style.
An entire wall of tools. Looks like whoever lived here liked making things by hand.
That's an understatement. There's a basket under the workbench full of all kinds of toys and electronic parts. Andre and Vanya loved tinkering with those kinds of things.
Tamara starts sweeping with one hand and pulls a few rags from a nearby plastic bag with the other, handing them out to the young visitors.
All right, kids. The sooner we finish cleaning, the sooner we can deal with that hunk of metal outside. Maybe I'll bring a few robots over, to show my old friends how much our country has developed.
The three of them each take a rag and approach the wall of tools.
Is this why you've been keeping things just the way they were?
Tamara sweeps up the dust under the bench, then stops to massage her lower back.
This isn't really their home. I just moved their things here. Like taking a snapshot of their former lives. I'm old, and the older I get, the more I recall my past memories. Everyone moved on so quickly, I couldn't bear to throw anything away. So Xena called it stupid. But she didn't stop me either.
Tamara empties her dustpan. She flips open the calendar hanging from the door.
At the height of the plague, none of us would say it. But we all wondered the same thing. Is humanity doomed? But even so, no one gave up. Everyone kept on stubbornly surviving, as if we could outlast the whole disaster, outlast the sun itself. Whatever it took to see our lives return to normal. We would say, who better to withstand the harsh winter than us? We would help each other, encourage each other through the hard moments. We let the flames of our most fervent hopes warm our hands. We kept telling ourselves, don't cry. If we sow our seeds today, we'll reap a bountiful harvest in the future.
We are having a somber moment, but my cat is looking for my attention in the same moment, at the same time. So it's kind of a whiplash.
But some never saw the spring.
Vesper Jr. lowers her head. She keeps on wiping the same spot on the glass cabinet door, even though it's already sparkling clean.
My condolences.
To be honest, after so many years have passed, even the grief has faded. But once in a while, I find myself thinking that the happiness we have today is something they'll never see.
Tamara walks over to the workbench and picks up a picture frame. In the photo, there's a man in greasy overalls hugging a young boy who's holding up a robot. This little boy looks kind of like that reporter that we've met.
If Andre and little Vanya were still alive, they would have been overjoyed to see a world covered in metal machines. And Vanya's mother, Rosalia, she would have been happy too.
Mesmer Jr. looks over at Tamara and sighs. Her breath fogs up the glass, but Mesmer Jr. moves on and starts wiping up somewhere else. Tamara sets the picture frame back down.
Strange.
What is it?
Mesmer Jr. lifts the picture frame.
We saw this person at the summit.
Right. So I was correct. Looks like. Did he change his name? Seemingly? Okay, so we are at part 6 now. I don't know how many parts there are. but I think that I will go through them off stream just to get the rewards and access to the farming stages, and we'll be going through the story bits of them on stream, because the fights are so blindingly easy that there is no point on streaming the fight themselves. Maybe I'll go back to the ones with story bits in them on stream, but I want to get the rewards. I don't want to miss them, because I need quite a lot of things from this shop. This for sure, and the Psycube as well. Gluttony will be nice as well for upgrades. Other things are nice too. A lot of things to farm. So, for now, that will be it for Reverse 1999 stream of today. We'll be continuing the story on Wednesday. I'll be taking on more or less an hour break before we continue this with Cyberpunk 2077 stream. I'll be back with it at 6 PM of GMT +1 time zone, so little bit less than an hour from now. Thank you for watching if you did. If you missed anything from the stream, I recommend going to my YouTube channel, which is linked in the description on Twitch, and is also available through the chat command of !YouTube. And the schedule for this week is available on my Discord server, which is linked also in the description on both YouTube and Twitch. And you can use the !Discords command to get the link directly. Thank you for watching, and see you around in more or less an hour.